What if the Duke's choice shattered every expectation, unveiling secrets that could topple an empire? Stay tuned to discover how one rejected sister's hidden power ignites a forbidden romance and a battle for the throne. Don't miss the twists that will leave you breathless. Elara stood in the shadowed corner of the grand ballroom, her plain gown blending seamlessly with the tapestries that adorned the walls of her father's estate. The air was thick with the scent of roses and polished wood, mingled with the whispers of nobility eager for the night's spectacle. Her sister, Isolde, shimmered like a jewel in the center of it all, her golden hair cascading in perfect waves, her emerald dress hugging her curves with enviable grace. "Take the pretty one," their father, Lord Harlan, had instructed the Duke in a voice laced with desperation, his eyes flicking toward Isolde as if she were a prized mare at auction. The Duke of Ravenshire, Alistair Blackthorne, towered over the assembly, his dark cloak swirling like midnight fog, his piercing blue eyes scanning the room with an intensity that made hearts flutter and spines straighten. He was no ordinary noble. Rumors swirled of his conquests on distant battlefields, his unyielding rule over vast lands, and a heart as cold as the northern winds that howled through his ancestral castle. Yet, as Lord Harlan pushed Isolde forward, her cheeks flushed with practiced coyness, Alistair's gaze drifted past her, landing instead on Elara, the rejected sister, the one dismissed as plain, awkward, and unworthy of notice. Elara's heart pounded. She had spent her life in Isolde's shadow, her darker hair tied back severely, her features sharp rather than soft, her mind filled with books and forbidden knowledge rather than dances and flirtations. Why her? The question burned in her mind as the Duke approached, his boots echoing on the marble floor. The room fell silent, gasps rippling through the crowd like a stone tossed into a still pond. "My lord," Lord Harlan stammered, "surely you mean..." But Alistair raised a hand, silencing him. "I choose her," he declared, his voice deep and commanding, pointing directly at Elara. She felt the weight of every eye upon her, judgment and curiosity mingling in equal measure. Isolde's perfect smile faltered, her eyes narrowing with barely concealed fury. Their father turned pale, his plans for an advantageous marriage crumbling before him. Elara, however, lifted her chin, meeting the Duke's gaze with a defiance she hadn't known she possessed. Little did anyone know, Elara harbored secrets of her own, whispers of ancient magic in her bloodline, inherited from a mother long gone, skills she had honed in secret midnight sessions, far from the prying eyes of her family. As the Duke extended his hand, Elara hesitated only a moment before taking it, her fingers trembling slightly against his warm palm. The touch sent a spark through her, unfamiliar and thrilling. "Come with me," he murmured, low enough for only her to hear. The ballroom erupted in murmurs as they departed, leaving Isolde seething and Lord Harlan plotting in vain. Outside, under the starlit sky, Alistair led her to his carriage, the horses snorting impatiently. "Why me?" Elara finally asked, her voice steady despite the turmoil within. He turned to her, a faint smile playing on his lips. "Because beauty fades, but strength endures." "And I see strength in you, Elara." She blinked, surprised he even knew her name. As the carriage rattled away from the estate, Elara glanced back at the receding lights, wondering if this was salvation or a deeper trap. The journey to Ravenshire was long, winding through misty forests where legends spoke of lurking beasts and forgotten ruins. Alistair spoke little at first, but as the hours passed, he shared tales of his duchy, plagued by border skirmishes, whispers of rebellion, and a curse that had befallen his family line, rendering heirs scarce and alliances fragile. Elara listened intently, her sharp mind piecing together the puzzles he presented. She revealed nothing of her own abilities yet, but when a sudden storm forced them to seek shelter in an abandoned inn, circumstances changed. Bandits ambushed them in the night, their blades gleaming in the lightning flashes. Alistair fought valiantly, his sword a blur, but outnumbered, he faltered. It was then that Elara whispered ancient words, her hands glowing faintly as vines erupted from the ground, ensnaring the attackers. The Duke stared in awe as the bandits were subdued, their cries echoing into the storm. "What are you?" he asked, not in fear but wonder. "More than I seem," she replied, her secret laid bare. From that moment, a bond began to form, tentative and charged with possibility. Back on the road, Alistair confided in her about the true reason for his visit, not just a bride, but an ally against a looming threat from the rival kingdom of Eldoria, whose spies had infiltrated his court. Elara, with her hidden magic, could be the key, but doubts crept in: was his choice genuine or merely strategic? As they arrived at Ravenshire Castle, its towering spires piercing the dawn sky, Elara stepped into a new world of intrigue. The courtiers whispered behind fans, eyeing the plain bride with disdain. Isolde's letters arrived soon after, filled with venom, accusing Elara of theft. Lord Harlan demanded her return, but Alistair stood firm. In the castle's library, Elara discovered tomes of forbidden lore, her powers growing under the Duke's subtle encouragement. Yet shadows lurked. A mysterious advisor, Lord Voss, watched her closely, his intentions unclear. One night, as Elara practiced her spells in the garden, she overheard a plot to assassinate Alistair. Rushing to warn him, she found him in his chambers, vulnerable and alone. Their confrontation with the traitor revealed deeper conspiracies, tying back to her own family. As the chapter closed on this revelation, Elara realized her rejection had been a blessing in disguise, propelling her into a destiny far greater than isolation. But with power came danger, and the Duke's growing affection complicated everything. The halls of Ravenshire Castle echoed with the clatter of armored guards as Elara raced through them, her breath coming in sharp gasps. The assassination attempt on Alistair had been thwarted, but the traitor, Lord Voss, had escaped into the night, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. Elara's magic had saved the day once more, binding Voss's accomplices in ethereal chains that no blade could sever. Alistair, bandaged but resolute, pulled her into an embrace, his whisper warm against her ear. "You are my guardian, my equal." Yet, as days turned to weeks, the weight of her new life pressed upon her. The court buzzed with rumors of the witch bride, some fearing her, others plotting against her. Isolde arrived unannounced, her beauty undimmed but her eyes sharp with malice. "You stole what was mine," she hissed in private, revealing a letter from their father demanding Elara's return or face disinheritance. But Elara had changed. The rejected sister now wielded influence, her plain features illuminated by inner fire. Alistair defended her publicly, declaring her his chosen duchess, their wedding set for the harvest moon. In the quiet moments, their bond deepened. Stolen kisses in the library, shared strategies over maps of Eldoria's borders. Elara's magic revealed visions of impending invasion, ancient prophecies speaking of a shadowed queen who would unite the lands. Was she that queen? Doubts plagued her, especially when Alistair confessed his own secret, a curse from his lineage that doomed his loves to tragedy. "I chose you because I saw no fear in your eyes," he admitted one starry night on the battlements. But fear crept in as spies from Eldoria struck, kidnapping Isolde in a bid to fracture alliances. Elara, against Alistair's wishes, ventured into enemy territory, her magic cloaking her in shadows. In the heart of Eldoria's fortress, she discovered the truth. Their mother had been an Eldorian princess, making Elara and Isolde heirs to a rival throne. Isolde, unaware, had been manipulated by Lord Harlan, who sought to claim that power through her marriage. Rescuing her sister, Elara faced a harrowing battle, her spells clashing with Eldorian sorcerers. Wounded but victorious, she returned with Isolde, who, humbled, begged forgiveness. The sisters reconciled, Isolde vowing to support Elara's claim. But the revelation shattered Lord Harlan's facade. He arrived with an army demanding both daughters. Alistair rallied his forces, the clash inevitable. In the epic battle that ensued, Elara's magic turned the tide, summoning storms that scattered Harlan's troops. Yet in the chaos, Alistair was struck down, the curse manifesting as a fatal wound. Desperate, Elara delved into forbidden rites, her love fueling a spell that bound their souls, healing him at great cost to herself. As he awoke, the curse broken, they stood together on the field of victory. Eldoria sued for peace, recognizing Elara's heritage. The wedding proceeded under a blood moon, symbolizing their trials. Isolde found her own path, marrying a loyal knight. Lord Harlan, defeated, retreated into obscurity. Elara, once rejected, now ruled beside Alistair, her strength forging a new era. Their love, born of choice over convention, inspired the realm. But whispers of greater threats lingered, ancient evils stirring in the depths. As the chapter concluded, Elara gazed into the future, ready for whatever came, her hand in Alistair's. If this epic tale of rejection turned triumph captivated you, hit that subscribe button now for more enchanting stories, forbidden romances, and twists that keep you hooked. Don't forget to like and comment your favorite part. Your support fuels our channel.